Greetings, class. Today I'm going to talk to you about the notice and note signpost, number and stats. So what exactly is number and stats, and why did the author use them in these numbers or amounts? So numbers and stats is whenever you see a specific number, number words, or amounts or statistics, you need to stop and ask yourself, why did the author use these numbers or amounts? Here is an example. Garna and her family have lived in their one-room house for 2 years. It's one of 1,000 mud brick homes in the Afghan refugee camp. These camps hold about 50,000 Afghan refugees. There are some words in here that could signal numbers and stats. Obviously, the easiest signal word we have is numbers, anytime you see a number. But you need to remember that the number could be a numeral, like the number 42, or it could be written out as a number word, like 42. Up here, you're going to notice that they talked about it was a one-room house, and they lived for 2 years, and that it's one of 1,000 homes, and that the camp holds up to 50,000 refugees. So we might stop and ask ourselves, why did the author include these numbers? Well, I'm thinking that the author thought we probably didn't know too much about a refugee camp, and was using these as specific descriptions to let us know what was going on. And they included this one here, about 50,000, to let us know how big the camp actually was. What I'd like you to do is to make sure that you can try this on your own. Let's look for numbers and stats in the article Vampire Preys on Panama. Alright, as you see, I'm ready to go ahead and try finding numbers and stats and analyzing them on my own in Vampire Preys in Panama. So I begin reading, and I look for the first numbers or stats that stand out to me. Here's a number here. Here's a number here. Alright, well then I'm going to stop and ask myself, why did the author use these numbers or amount? So I'm looking, and here they're talking about the animals are being groomed by 20 other bats, causing their deaths. And here it talks about 300 head herd, most of them bearing bat fang markings and red stains from nightly bloodletting. Well, here they're talking about poison that's killing 20 bats. And here they're talking about 300 herd, which is cattle, so like cows, having bat fang markings and red stains from having their blood drank. I'm going to go ahead and draw a little arrow. I'm going to give my number sign. And I think the author is trying to shock us. Because I think that isn't a crazy number to see 300 head of cattle dripping with blood fang markings. Alright, so what I would like you to do is go ahead and read the rest of this article and look for other numbers and stats. Use the number signs and make an annotation and answer the question, why did the author use these numbers or amounts? Alright, thanks. Try it on your own.